Hello, everybody. Welcome to ICC's Game of the Day. I'm Grandmaster Joel Benjamin, and today I have for you action from round 5 of the Dortmund tournament. And it was a fairly exciting round. There was some excitement in the games, but not in the game Nisipeanu against Meier, which liquidated into a bishops of opposite color ending pretty quickly. And though Nisipeanu had an extra pawn, there wasn't really any doubt that was going to be a draw. But the second game that we will take a little bit of a look at, Naiditsch against Hou Yifan, and this is it was a Nimzo Indian, and the opening was fairly interesting. I thought this was a fairly well played game, but I'm really not going to go into too much detail about the opening. I just want to get mostly to the ending. Of course, when the bishop comes to d6, white has to worry a little bit about bishop h2 in some situations. Usually it doesn't work, but and so Hou Yifan here played a very interesting plan where she goes for bishop a6 to trade the bishops. One might wonder about knight b5. Well, I don't know if exactly what Hou Yifan had in mind there, whether it was bishop a6, white would be able to take the bishop, or whether this is a situation where bishop h2 can happen. But in any case, Naiditsch just kind of played conservatively. A3, kind of a nice point there, c5, defending the knight indirectly. And then there was a lot of maneuvering after that. I'm really going to head out to the point where Naiditsch, right after time control, is able to grab a pawn. Very complex position with a lot of pieces on the board, but not very much time for either player. That seems to me a little bit of a difference in the way the second tier plays from the first. Both sides very low on time at the end, and it almost looked like black was going to get something with the activity, but Naiditsch held strong. And then on move 40, after move 40, white is in position to take a pawn. Not this one. Knight takes d5, rook c1. Queen moves, rook comes to h1, and black has a huge attack. But Naiditsch was able to grab this pawn on h3. And here he might have tried to consolidate, perhaps with king g2, ideas of knight f2, keeping the knight on the board. Instead, he went right for this knight exchange, and seems like it's very problematic to try to win this position with the heavy pieces, because black is very active, and of course she can immediately penetrate with the rook to the 8th rank, and black really should have enough compensation for the pawn. King g6 just getting out of checks on the h file, and white with f5 is trying to get some counterplay in the black king. e1, queen f2. And probably rook g1 check right away is strongest, as the king is not able to run, and then queen c1. And I think this, no question that black really has enough for the pawn. So queen e2, queen c1 right away. And now computer says that white might be able to get away with rook takes d5, and if rook g1, king f4, and well, this is something that knight